Many teachers I know tend to give an assessment with a variety of different types of questions. They might have some multiple choice, they might have some short answer, and they might have some longer paragraph questions, all mixed together. So how can we do some automatic grading? How can we make grading easier for teachers if this type of a quiz is being used? So I'm still going to use Google Forms, but I'm going to use a different add-on this time, and I want to demonstrate that for you. So one of the things that is really important with this add-on is that I make an answer key. I'm not going to set this up like a quiz using the Google Forms quiz. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. So I want to make sure that I'm going to make an answer key. So I can call this answer key, I can call it key, I can call it teacher, but I know that there are 2 senators from every state. I know that there are 16 senators who became president. I know that this answer is John Glenn. I know that this answer is 2 years. And then I'm interested in the students' opinions on this question. So I can't really make the key for this, but I can make a key for my 2 multiple choice questions. Just kind of trust me that that's important. You'll see why in a moment. So now I'm going to submit this. Oh, I'm going to just say depends. I'm going to say depends. And I'm going to say student opinion. Okay, sorry. Now I'm going to submit it. So I'm going to go back to my editing area, and I'm going to see that I have 4 responses. So I'm going to take a look at these responses, and I can see that I have 3 student responses in the answer key. Again, I can look at my demographics for the answers. I can see some of the answers here. But, we need to imagine that there are, 40, maybe 60, at least 30 responses here. And how do we make grading this an easier process? So I'm going to make this a spreadsheet, create new spreadsheet. And I'm going to grab an add-on for my spreadsheets. Oh, let me get rid of this so I can grab it. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to go into add-ons, and this is a spreadsheet add-on, and that's kind of annoying to remember, but it's a spreadsheet add-on. I'm going to grab add-ons, and I want to search for Flubaroo. It's a terrible name, but it's a great app. So I'm going to grab this for free, and I am going to allow it. So it's going to load here, and this is going to be the kind of self-grading tool that I'm going to use in this instance. So I'm going to go back to add-ons, I'm going to click on Flubaroo, and I'm going to say grade assignment. So when I'm grading this assignment, I have to answer these questions. So the very first question is their name, which identifies the students. So I'm going to leave that. How many senators are there? This is normal grading, and I'm going to make each of these worth 5 points. So this is not normal grading because it's fill in the blank. So I need to say grade by hand. This one is also fill in the blank. So I'm going to say grade by hand. Oops, excuse me, I need to make everything worth 5 points. This is multiple choice, so that gets normal grading. And this gets grade by hand, and it's more points because it is a longer question. So I'm going to say continue. And now it's going to ask me which submission should be used as the answer key, which is why I made an answer key. That's so smart. So I'm going to say continue. And now it's grading my assignment. So here's what I see. I see that none of the kids got this answer right, and everyone got this answer right. So because this was less than 60% right here, it lights up as orange because it's showing me that this is something I need to reteach, that more than 60% of my class got this wrong, and I did something, for some reason there was a misunderstanding for everyone in the class. So I should reteach this, but this one looks fine. But the grades aren't here for the rest of it. So I need to go back to add-ons, and now I need to say grade questions by hand. So I'm going to click there, and I'm going to get a new window. So I can just go in order of my students, and here's my question. Name one past president who is also a senator. Obama is correct, so I'm going to enter the points, and I'm going to say great job. And I'm going to set the grade. So now I'm looking at the next student. One past president who is also a senator, JFK. Excellent, that is correct. So I'm going to give that person 5 points. And now Tim says Theodore Roosevelt, and I'm going to say, sorry, TR was not a senator. He was the Secretary of Navy, though. And I'm not going to give him any points because he didn't get that right. And so now we're going to go to the next question. Name a past astronaut who was also a senator. John Glegg. I'm going to say it's Glenn, but close enough. And I'm going to say 5 points. Go to the next student. Glenn, twice in space. Awesome trivia. 5 points. And poor Tim. Does he know this? Nope, he doesn't. Okay. So now we're going to go through, and we have one more that is grade by hand, and this is an opinion question. And so I can give a variety of points here, and I can also enter comments that are sent to their email. And I could give them some reasoning for my for why I said what I did. This is clever. So I'm going to set the grade. So now let's take a look at our grade sheet. If we look at our grade sheet here, this stays the same, obviously, because that's question 1. But now we see that the points that I applied as I was grading by hand gets applied here. So now I can see that Lynn got a 23, which is a 77%. Betsy got a 20, which is a 67%. And Tim got 15, which is 50%. Of course, I got the highest grade. So Flubaroo is really helpful, and it makes grading go really, really fast. And I think it's a really great tool because I can have a variety of different questions inside my assessment.